Flash mobs and looting and robberies in Los Angeles. They going and casing y'all houses. Y'all got to get from around the inner city and start moving outwards if you out there in California, all right? Let me go ahead and deep dive into it again. Make sure I hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Thank you for that. How about this? Hiding behind their faces behind masks and hoodies, this flash mob of bike-riding robbers caught on video ransacking a Chevron food mart. And this is just the latest in a series of similar incidents with dozens of people, most of them minors, rushing into stores, stealing items, and then escaping before the police get there.
Yeah, KHLA's Lindsay Pena is live outside that store in Lincoln Heights with more. Lindsay?
Good evening, Rick and Mary Beth. This Chevron is at the corner of Mission and Daly Streets here in Lincoln Heights. And as you mentioned yesterday, it was overrun by teenagers ransacking the store. I had a chance to talk to the owner earlier, and he says he's fed up. Surveillance video from outside a Lincoln Heights Chevron store
Lock the door as soon as they roll up.
Riding up on bikes and scooters.
Lock the door. When you see them rolling up, y'all gonna have to learn to start discriminating. Y'all gonna have to learn to start discriminating. See, y'all keep trying to be inclusive. I'm reclusive. Y'all keep trying to be inclusive.
Lincoln Heights Chevron store shows dozens.
Get out of there. Cars too. Cars too. You're going to learn, social justice warriors, people that are against discrimination, you're going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn the hard way. And the way that you're going to learn is that you're going to have to get your head. I'll get your head, boy. You know I will. I hit your head, boy. With the back of the steel, I hit your head, boy. You're going to learn the hard way. Discrimination keeps you safe. Discrimination keeps you alive. It does. Rules, it prevents people from coming into the community that are not supposed to be there. Increasing property taxes weeds out the people that can't afford to live there. You're going to have to start putting barriers to entry into whatever it is that you got going on. I was once naive like you in my 20s and my 30s. I was once naive like you. I once thought that I could save the world, that I could get the hood behind me by pouring into the community. I was once one of those naive people that fell for the spiel of politicians that said that the Democrats was for the poor and the Republicans were for the rich. I was once one of you. I was liberal Anton. Liberal Anton used to be out here in these streets doing community service, giving back to the poor. Well, I still do that. Volunteering for homelessness, building businesses that would then speak to the community to make sure that we didn't have any plexiglass around so that you can have dignity and respect. And you know what they did? They stole from me. They bust the window in order to try to break in. You gonna learn that when you open up a business in the hood, the community activists are going to try to hold you accountable when something happens at your business and you lock in a thief and you beat the crap out of them and you hold them accountable. They're going to come and they're going to march and they're going to protest at your business and say, we shutting this down. We're going to shut this place down until we get some justice, until the police come and arrest these guys and charge them. I got a story coming up in a little bit about the people in Milwaukee, how they got a food desert out there. We're going to get to it. I was once one of these people. I advocated. They said, Anton, you got to put up glass, bulletproof. I said, no. If you treat them with dignity, they'll treat you back with they'll support. Tried to rob me blind. I said, what in the Jesus? Tried to rob me blind. I said, I can't be doing. I'm not about to be out here stressed out. I'm not. Have y'all ever seen corner store and gas station owners that be in the hood? Have y'all ever seen what their life is like? They not living good. They in bad health. They stressed out. They cholesterol is high. They using food as a coping mechanism for having to come in every day. They got cameras all around. They begging the people to stop stealing. They trying to run a respectable business. They talk to the people. They give back turkey drives. They do all kind of stuff. And you know what people do? They just keep on hitting them. They keep on hitting them. That's the thing about the devil. The devil don't stop. They going to show up the next day and keep dealing on the side of your building. And when you run them off, they going to come up the next day. Then they going to come up the next day. And they going to come up the next day. And then eventually they going to wear you down. Until you just existing, hoping for something to happen when you're not there so you can take the insurance payout and just completely shut down your gas station or your corner store. And they're going to protest against you and they're going to say, you know what? I'm tired of all of the Chaldeans and the Arabic people opening up businesses and price gouging us in our neighborhood. I'm tired of them selling the liquors and the cigarettes and the loosies. And to our neighborhoods, we have to do. They not going to hold the people accountable that be up in there tearing up and doing stuff. They just going to get mad. They not going to open up their own stores. They just going to keep on doing what they doing. Tony Red says, Anton is such a rat. Facts. A rich rat, too. A rich rat. 100%. I agree with you. Tony Red. Now what? See him outside of the gas station? See him in the hood with his all black on? Lips black? Huh? You see him with the Scully on in the summertime? That used to be a young YN. Now he an old YN. You see him? Let me ask y'all a question in the chat while we picking sides, okay? While we picking sides, let me ask y'all a question in the chat. How many people like this have y'all seen as an inspiration to what you would want your kids to follow and become successful? See, Tony Red, I know your type. You a black and mild smoking, always got paper tags on your car, can't never put nothing in your name because your credit is bad, always blaming the man, probably gonna become Muslim, been in and out of jail a couple different times, caught a couple felonies, pleaded down, made sure that you did time served, probably got a couple baby mamas, no father in your life, or you a step baby daddy, you was with a couple different women, probably got a couple kids out of wedlock, got an old school and another old school, got a newer old school that's old school because it's less than 20 years young / 20 years old. I know your type, bro. You think respectable citizens sit here and call me a rat? They don't. People that pay their property taxes, people that can come to the places that I come to, I seen you. We both went to the same airport. You went to Terminal B. I went to Terminal A. I went to Delta. You went to Spirit and Frontier. I seen you. You're the Carnival Cruise. Your girl is always doing the line dance. You think Atlanta is the Black Mecca. You think it's Wakanda, right? Keep on reading the same book, Dr. Seuss, Cat in the Hat every day. Couldn't really read in the classroom, held you back a couple times. I know your type. So when you say that I am something, I actually take that as a compliment because I don't listen to retards and think that it's a compliment when they say that I'm awesome. You in the slow kids class. I don't look at that as like, if you was to compliment me, I would think that's an insult. Wait a minute. What do you think? I'm like them? I'm not like you. I'm not like you. You're the reason why I got my windows tinted. Nowhere near my neighborhood, can't even come near around me. Even if you tried to pass where it is that you think I live, they're going to arrest you on the spot because the police sit there right on Old Orchard Trail, going right around. And if your license plate ain't together, which I'm pretty sure you got them paper tags on there, keep on lying to the police, telling them that you just bought the car. They know you ain't just bought the car. They see all of the little roaches in there. You smoke your trees down to the nub. I don't look at you and your kind in any way like you're a part of what it is that I got going on. I went to me and my daughter, we was out on Woodward, and we was out there because we got the Woodward Dream Cruise, and so we had the old schools out. She had the Challenger out, the Hellcat. I had the Porsche out, and then I also brought out the 96 Impala. So we out there. I go into the gas station, a white man, oh my God, it's Anton. Can we take a picture together? Oh man, we watch you every day. Those are the people that I'm targeting. I'm not thinking about y'all at all. Not even a little bit. This is your kind. One of your children is out here robbing and stealing and doing flash mobs. Where are your kids at? Let me guess. You watching me while you over there inside of the warehouse trying to get your job done. I got you. Keep on telling us how you going to get your GED. You going to get into a trade soon. What, HVAC? You going to get into HVAC. You going to become a carpenter. You going to work with your hands in order to ensure that you still got a job. Is that how you going to do it? Huh? You don't believe in education, but you're going to get a trade because they won't give you a job. You don't know how to use a computer outside of your regular smartphone. Talk to text. That's what talk to text. How dare you? How dare you talk to an educated leader of the community like me with such disregard? You peasant.
Dozens of young people riding up on bikes and scooters. Seconds later, they're then inside, grabbing everything in sight.
They
See
just
your
came
kind,
in
big
like,
dog?
like it was, Halloween trick-or-treating.
Justin Salib is the store owner and says he was alerted by his alarm company and cashier about the brazen thefts.
Came in, they saw what they wanted, they grabbed whatever they want, and it wasn't just like grabbing one item or two items, it was grabbing boxes.
Salib says the 15 to 20 kids who looked to be no older than 15 or 16 years old took large amounts of snacks and energy drinks and just left. When the cops showed up minutes later,
They said, well, this is considered shoplifting. We can't do anything about it. Have a nice day.
LAPD did confirm to KTLA they responded to the call and that there were no reported injuries. Salib says he's growing tired of dealing with issues like this.
So when is enough going to be enough? We're all like small business owners. We all pay our taxes. We all do everything the legal right way. And at the end of the day, we get the short end of the stick.
At this point, Salib feels he has no choice but to absorb the loss, paying the cost to replace the stolen inventory and restock his shelves.
There's no consequences. And the crazy part is these are children. These are high schoolers and middle schoolers. Like, where's their parents?
Again, that owner tells us
We know who their parents is. I just got done talking about them in the chat. I literally just got done talking about them in the chat. We know where their parents are.
New at 11, it's happened again. Teens going on a wild rampage, ransacking a Southern California convenience store, taking whatever they can get their hands on. Can anything be done to stop these crimes? Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live in Lincoln Heights with a new video tonight. Leanne.
Mark, that's exactly what the owner of this gas station here wants to know. He says that takeover happened in just a matter of seconds and says there was nothing they could do as the store suddenly filled with thieves.
A sudden burst of young thieves as 24 kids take over the Chevron station in Lincoln Heights.
Just ambushed the store and ransacked it pretty much.
Owner Jerry Salib says it happened in an instant. You can see the young boys grabbing boxes full of candy.
They grabbing Laffy Taffies, big dog, and sour candies. Laffy Taffies and sour candies. Fam, it's the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault. It's 100% the parents' fault. And I genuinely believe, and I know y'all don't believe, give them second and third chances to steal all of the business owners blind. Give them second and third chances to grow up and knock each other off. Give them second and third chances. I know one day my son going to become a rapper. What do y'all think, that these people are going to become future engineers of the world? These are the bottom of the bottom, the lowest of the low. And they all come from single mother households and from daddies like the one I was just talking about that keep on telling us that his son is going to be better than him. You think they just riding around on a bike for exercise to go do something productive? What do y'all, listen, if we had to guess with this guy that's stealing sour candies right here, if you had to guess what he's going to grow up to be, because usually what we hope to be, what his grandmother is praying, oh Lord Jesus, Just cover Jaquan. Cover Jaquan. Cover him, Lord. Cover him. We knew he had a low IQ because his mother and his father was really brother and sister, and they tried to act like they didn't know. They was cousins, first cousins, and they decided to just keep on going like Kevin Gates. Lord, you see him. Bless him, Lord. We know he ain't never gonna really get a really good job. He ain't gonna change the world, but Lord, help him, Jesus. Help him to get a good paying job. Bless that Trump. Bless that Trump to bring manufacturing back to the United States of America. And give him a reason. Lord, show him himself so he can get his GED. That way he can get a job. That's how they kept so many thugs off the street. You know how they kept them off the street? They gave them manufacturing jobs. See, y'all don't want to have this conversation. Y'all don't really want to have this conversation. I'm going to tell you the real history of the community. The history of the community is that the way that they kept the lower class people that continue to do the degenerate stuff is that they started to give them jobs that only required them to do the minimum in graduation in order to be able to provide for themselves. That's how they did it. Y'all keep thinking that we got this culture set up to where you can have higher education and capitalism outside of becoming a basketball player, football player, or even a rapper is incentivizing people to do the right thing. No, that's not it. The way that they kept the community out of trouble is that they gave them basic jobs. Screw this bolt here. Huh? When they start introducing robotics, that's when I don't want to do this job no more. I'm sick of it, bro. Call my union leader. Call my union leader, dog. I don't want to hear it no more, man. Call my union leader. They gave them basic jobs. They gave them assembly line jobs. Put this one on this one and then do the check. It's a machine right here. That is how they kept the community out of trouble. This is the honest to God truth. I know y'all think that I'm just joking and jonesing. I'm telling you the truth. The problem today is that we don't have basic jobs that allow for people to be able to take care of themselves while at the same time be able to fly a baddie out because our standards have gotten too high. But when you kept them busy, huh? And go to the bar. And this is not just for black people. This is for white people too. Plenty of white Neanderthals were in the community. That's where they had whole shows about them. They was called Cheers, where everybody knows your name. Boom, 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 boom. And we know you're glad you came. Boom, boom. You want to be where people can see. And in our world. They pay some little nice music for you. You were the Al Bundys of the world. You were the Al Bundys. You were. Listen, when you look at these old shows, these were the documentaries made about you guys. You were the Al Bundys. You were the mailmen. Nah? Chrysler workers. And that's not no knock to the people that go into the plant. I used to work in the plant, but you guys were the ones that they gave jobs to, and that is how they stemmed the crime in the community. It had nothing to do with community activists, had nothing to do with none of that. They kept you busy. Boy, if you don't put that lug nut on that, I'ma fire you. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Candy, as many chips as they could carry, even cases of beer. Salib says they got away with more than $1,200 worth of goods.
When it's a gang of them at 24, 25 people, it's like an organized crime.
Ahmed, don't worry about it, big dog. It's over for you. Put up the plexiglass. Go get you some more snacks from Sam's Club, Costco, Have the Pepsi driver come and deliver you some more Pepsis. Let's go and distribute some more diabetes inside of the neighborhood so we can make sure that the people can be more occupied. Don't worry about it, Ahmed. It just is what it is. You got to take your L like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys hit a like for that. Y'all didn't know I was going to go here today. But this is apparently the direction that the show is going in today because the chat said that this is what they wanted to see. Y'all wanted to get unruly. I had a great weekend. I wanted to be able to have a nice conversation with you guys, let you know the different crime that was happening inside of the community. And now look at where we are. Now look at where we are. Now Ahmed is getting this. Now look at what you made me do. Huh? All right. Well, okay, Jake. Okay, Hoyt. If this is what you wanted, then this is what we're going to talk about.